Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be an update for the Panners Pan. To be honest, I thought the finale would have happened by now. If you've been following along with this project, you know that I'm timing my finale along with Jessica Lee. When she has met all her goals on every item in this project and she's done, I will do my finale alongside of her. And I don't know exactly where she's at, but I kind of assumed the way Jessica pans that we'd be here by now. I'm pleasantly surprised that we're not. I'm happy to keep working on the items in this project. Some of them I'm using more consistently than others, but that is the way every project seems to go for me. The Panners Pan was originally created by Liz from Shiny Happy Pans over on Instagram. I will have her channel linked down below, along with the channels or links to Instagram accounts for every other person I've ever mentioned in this project. I've discussed a lot of project panners in this project over the years, and you can find them all in my description box down below. Sadly, I do not have any new goals met for this update today. I'm a little disappointed, but there's nothing new met, but I do have some progress to talk about for some of the items. So let's do that and we'll just keep it rolling because I need to get through a few more projects before I can start my projects for 2026. Yes, it's already 2026, but I'm trying to catch up and I got like 3 more videos to film and then I could do my Pan That Palette, then I could do my Pan That Palette finale, my empties for December, my Pan That Palette intro. I have started working on my Pan That Palette. I'm so excited to talk about it, but let's do this video right now. All right, the first item I want to talk about is the item that I have in this project for Liz, Shiny Happy Pans Liz, and that is this little lip pencil in BFF from ColourPop. I've been working on this forever. I do have some good progress since the last update. I think the last update was over 3 months ago, less than 4, but more than 3. So it's been a while, but I have a good progress line since the last time, so I'm happy about that. I went through quite a kick where I was wearing this very consistently. I've kind of backed off from it a little bit, but the work I put into it does show, and I'm happy about that. I will keep trying to work on this. The next item is kind of a sad story, and that is my Halo single shadow from Looksy Beauty, which is in this project for Alex, aka Alejandra Lisette. That was in this little magnetic palette, and it broke. This palette was in my bathroom. I didn't see it fall. I just saw it in a different place than it was before. And when I turned it over, I was like, oh, great. It is smashed to smithereens. I don't even know if well, yeah, you can see it right there. So all the loose powder everywhere that is not inside this empty pan is Halo from Looksy Beauty. Believe it or not, I have used this shadow twice since it smashed like this. And I literally just like took my ring finger and like dabbed it in the powder and like placed it on my eyes and used it that way. Is that the best way to use it? No. I do need to repress this. This is in the list of many things I need to repress. I do still have my Revlon single shadow that was in here too. So now I just kind of keep it on top. I have lots of repressing to do. I know a couple people requested a repressing video. I was hoping to get that done before my winter break ended and it didn't happen, but I have not forgotten and I have not repressed anything. So whenever I do repress it, I will refilm it. As you guys know, I wasn't really in love with that shadow before it broke. And so it's not something I've really been missing since it's been kind of out of commission and broken, but I have actually used it a couple times, which I'm kind of impressed by. The goal for that shadow was to hit pan on it. If I repress it, it'll be like starting over, which is really unfortunate. But again, I wasn't making a ton of progress on it anyways, so it's not like I was so close to pan. There's another shadow in this project that if I broke that one, I would cry because I feel like I am days away from hitting pan on that. But that one, I don't feel like I was that close to hitting pan on, so it's okay. All right, the next item is one that I haven't touched at all, and that is this Maybelline Color Tattoo in Fool's Gold. That's in here for Jocelyn Claire and Rebecca Morgan. Haven't touched it even once. Least used product in this project, without a doubt. And then next I have my little Jante Blue Electric Blue eyeliner. I have this in here for Alexi, and I do have Baby Progress, which is pretty much the only progress I've had with this pencil in all the years that it's been in this project. One more little baby line. When you collectively look at all the lines, it adds up. But man, this is a slow going pencil. It's a beautiful color, but it's pretty hard. It doesn't work on my waterline, and so I can only use it as an upper lash line liner, which it works that way for, but I have a lot of, I was really hoping this would be a nice waterline liner, and it isn't. That's not its role in this world, but I'd use it when I can. All right, that's it for this page. Next, I have my Lancome Juicy Tubes in the shade Desert. This is in here for Linda from Linda Loves Life. I'm down to about here. I have used this several times. I'm still not using it as consistently as I was at one point. At one point, I put this on every morning and every night as like a lip balm, and now I'm using another product in another project for that job, but I have used this a few times since the last update. Another product that I don't think I've touched is my Maybelline in Warm Me Up. This is in here for Christina Chang. Maybe I've used it once. That's it. It's about the same. Gorgeous shade. I love it. Possibly my perfect nude lipstick. I just have been trying to focus on other lipsticks that I really want to get out of my collection. And because I love that lipstick so much, I tend to not reach for it because I'm not in a hurry to pan it, to be honest. I just love it that much. Up next is my ColourPop and My Little Pony palette. I'm working on trying to hit pan in the shade, is it Blossom maybe? I think it's a shade called Blossom for Courtney, who is Triggy 3. It's this one right here, this goldeny orange shade. Again, unfortunately, I don't think I've reached for that shadow at all in the last couple of months. Focused on other eyeshadows. That just hasn't been one that I've reached for, unfortunately. And another palette I haven't reached for is my ABH Master Palette by Mario, which I have in this project for Shanrell from Shanrell's Stash. I'm supposed to be working on hitting pan on Isabel, which is this shade right here. And yeah, I have not done that, unfortunately. Okay. Keeping in line with products I haven't touched, I have this blush from American Beauty is the brand. I got this at Kohl's a million years ago on clearance for like $3. And I brought this into this project for Rose because that's her name, and this product's name is Rose Shimmer. And I love this. It is a bright pink. It is very bold, but I really like this blush, and I was using it very consistently for a long time. But this year and last year, I put a blush in my Classic Project 10 pan, and that blush became my priority. And as a result, I really have only used this very minimally over the last 2 years. Again, I'm hoping to get back to this. I'm hoping to use it, you know, my goal is to hit pan on this. I'm hoping to do that, but I am so close to finishing the blush that I've been working on for the past 12 months that I cannot divert my attention towards this for even 1 second. I have to stay focused until the blush in that project is gone. I'm too close. I have used this guy. I'm happy to report that this has been used. This is my Marc Jacobs High Shine Gloss Stick in Wet Your Lips. And I have this in here for Tanya from Irreverent Beauty. This is a project, this is a product that I cannot show progress on. It twists up, but it does not twist down. I have used this several times, and since the last update, I finished a comparable product from Tarte that was in one of my Acapé projects, and it hasn't meant that I've been using this more, but I'm very excited to have finished one of these gloss sticks. I had 7 in my last year's inventory. This looks like it's still going to be around, but I need to use it more often than I have been, that's for sure. All right, next up is my Stila Glitter and Glow in the shade Next to Not. I have this in here for Lauren from Beauty Nook by Lauren, and my goal is to use this 20 times, which seems like it should be so easy, but I'm only up to 4 uses, which is 1 more use than I had at the last update. Obviously it's a product I haven't been reaching for that often. I did learn through trying to revive this that just water from the tap works really great at reviving these. I think I've mentioned that in another project, but if you have these and they're getting dry, just add some tap water. It'll work amazingly well. So yeah, I'm only at 4 uses. I technically need to use that 16 more times to make it go matte. That feels like an impossible mission, but we'll see. Maybe one day I'll do it. Next, I want to talk about my Beauty Light Wand. Yeah, Beauty Light Wand, the Easy Highlighter from Charlotte Tilbury. Amazing highlighter, amazing highlighter. I have barely used it. Again, I have a cream highlighter in another project and it's getting 99% of my attention, but I have used this maybe twice since the last update. This is just a sample, so like a deluxe sample. So I know there's not a ton of product in here, but yeah, I would love to use that every day. I just have to finish the other highlighter first. All right, there's 3 more products, technically 2 more products I need to talk about, 3 more project panners. First of all, let me talk about this. This is my Pure Visionary palette. I have this in this project for Sarah Catherine. And my goal is to hit pan on a shade called Innovator. And I feel like I am so close. That is the shade up here. Of course, I did feel like I was so close at the last update as well, and I still haven't hit pan. I had some numbers memorized, but I've already forgotten them. So let me pull those numbers up for you guys. So like I said, I thought I was pretty close to hitting pan on this at the last update, and I've used it 22 more times since then. I think that's crazy. I'm wearing it today, and this is a look I've been wearing a lot. It's incorporating a lot of shadows from my Pan That Palette 2026, which I'm not going to name yet. I haven't done the introduction for that video, but most of the color that you see on my eyelid is from my Pan That Palette, but then I have this buttery golden shade all over like the inner half of my eyelid, and it's a look I like very much. It's very work appropriate. I feel comfortable wearing it to my job, and I like it. And yeah, I can't believe how many times I've used it and still haven't hit pan. I think total usage for this shadow is, we're up to like 54 uses and still no pan. I do feel like I'm very close. I do feel like I'm very close, and I cannot wait to hit pan. And this look might be on repeat for a while until I manage to do that. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I really want to hit pan on that. I really do. I'm highly motivated. And the last item I want to talk about is my Nubian 2 palette from Juvia's Place. I have 2 shades in this palette that I'm working on for 2 different project panners. I'm not tracking my usage on these shadows, but I can tell you that one of them I've used quite a bit since the last update, and one of them I've maybe only used once or twice. Not much to show for all the work I've put in, but the first one I'm working on is this one right here. I think that's called Sheba, and that's for Tori. And the second one is this one here called Jezebel, and that is for Katerina. This is the one I've worn a ton, and boy, not much. I mean, you could see a little dip. There's a shadow, but it's not like, oh boy, almost there. No, I'm not almost there at all. It's pretty pigmented. A little bit goes a long way. I use a pretty fluffy brush. I tap it in there and I blend it out, and I'm good to go. I will say that my Pan That palette for 2026 has a very similar shade in it to this. So I don't know how much more use I'm going to get out of this shadow between now and the rest of this project. I'd rather focus on the shadow in my Pan palette that is close to this. So unfortunately, I've put in a lot of work on that shadow, but I don't think I'm gonna be using it for a while. And then this one, I love this shade. It is gorgeous. It is so beautiful, but I just don't reach for it that often. Like a lot of the shadows in this project, I just have too many options, and that one is one I rarely go with. At least that's been the case so far. Maybe I will be able to find a way to incorporate it in, but the newness of my Pan palette is still, you know, all around me, and that's what I reach for every day at this point. I'm really not reaching for anything other than my Pan palette at this point, which is good, but yeah, we'll see what happens with those guys. So that is it for this update. Unfortunately, I don't have any major milestones to talk about, but I am chipping away at a couple of these products, and who knows? I mean, we'll see how long before Jessica reaches out saying she's ready to do her finale, but hopefully I will have Pan, at the very least, hopefully I will have Pan on this guy by the finale. That is my goal, but that could be tomorrow, so who knows? Anyways, that is going to be it for this update. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.